Hello and welcome back. Okay, now in the last video we talked about this hierarchy, right? So you can right click on the date dimension here and say you'd like to either use the date itself, so on a daily basis, or you choose date hierarchy. And click on this, and if you do this, then you have this option here, and this is really nice because you can drill into it, like different kinds of drilling options in Power BI, which is great. But this comes with a price. So this hierarchy here for the date dimension is not created by us. This is something which Power BI has created for us. Because in our dates table, currently, remember, all what I did was I selected the date column here. But if you take a look at the data itself, if you go in the data view and take a look at the dates table here, the date, you see that the field we selected, which was this one here, which contains the weekday in my case, sorry that's German, but it also contains the number as well as the month name and the year. So, but the date itself is a day. So it's on a daily level. So if this is the case, you might ask yourself, well, if this is on a daily level, and this is the only field which we selected, why is Power BI actually generating this hierarchy for us? Because what we actually did was only selecting the day. But still we have the month, the quarter, and the year in the hierarchy. And this allows us to use this drill down functionalities. Or the flexibility if you right click on it and then show the date, right? This is available for us because Power BI is under the hood automatically creating dates tables and also this hierarchy for us. This is only the case if you go to File and under File in the Options and Settings. There is a so-called Options if you go in here, and under Options there is, just a sec, here, there is a so-called, if I go to the data load here, also for global settings as well as for the current file. So the current file down there actually represents only this report. The global settings would refer to all the reports you create in Power BI. But you see that there's a time intelligence here, which is this auto date time for new files functionality in the global, or if you go to the current file, there's also an auto date time here enabled currently, right? And this means that you can take a look to learn more if you want, but what this does, you can also hover over the little information icon here. It automatically creates a hidden date table for each field in the model that has a date or date time data type. So this is important. Only when this feature is active, then this hierarchy, which we have seen here, is automatically created for us when we use a date field. And then we can use this drill down functionality. Now this is great, but if you untick it, like this, and you click OK, then you will see that this will not be available for us anymore. As you can see here, right? Now we have the axis here, we have the date, but if you right click here, there's no way now to select the hierarchy. It doesn't exist anymore because we have changed the settings for this file, the specific file. If I go back to File and to my Options and Settings, Options one more time, I can switch this back. So I can go in here and say, not only for global, but for the current file, I would like to add the auto date time feature again. If I do that, if I click OK, you will see that we get our hierarchy back. Just a second, it takes a little bit of time, but now you can see you got the calendar icon, which was also disappeared. And now if I right click here, I can see I got my date hierarchy back. I can select it, and then I can do my drill down functionality here automatically in Power BI. Now, I just wanted to mention this here because this auto date time feature, which is enabled, which allows us to use the hierarchy which has been created for us and also do this drill down, this comes with a price. Because what you read it when you hover over the information icon, that Power BI is actually then checking your whole data model, and for each date time column you have in the data model, it creates this hidden date table which allow us to use the hierarchy. So if you have a big model and a lot of date time dimensions, that for each individual dimension this hidden dates table will be created, and this means that your model will become much bigger. So, as I said, this is a pricey, really pricey feature. So, if you have a small model like we have here, then we can do this. We can leverage it, and then we can use this hierarchy. If you have a really big file, a big model, and also a lot of date dimensions, you want to avoid this. You want then go into the File option here and uncheck this auto date time feature. This will speed up and also shrink your model size, believe me, okay? This is just a best practice tip here. So if you can leverage this hierarchy for you, because you have a smaller model, do it, and then you can have this drill down functionality automatically. If you have a big model, you want to untick this, okay? But this would mean that you only have then the date column itself, and you would have to create your own hierarchy using the fields you have in the dates table. Okay, can also be done, but it's more work. So that I just wanted to mention that here. So for the future, in this course, we will use this auto date time feature because it's great to have it and allows a lot of flexibility, like this drill down option automatically out of the box. But if you have a big model, my tip here is really go into the settings here and disable this auto time feature. Okay? So that's it actually for this video. Hopefully that was helpful. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, best guys.